I can't wait to update investors at Diggers and Dealers next week about the great progress that we're making at the Bellevue Gold Project as we enact our strategy to become Australia's next significant gold producer. We have what is simply a cracking project. It has tier 1 characteristics. It's going to be a 200,000 ounce per annum gold mine with lowest quartile all-in sustaining costs, and these things just don't grow on trees. It is in the fantastic region of the northern goldfields of Western Australia, attached to fantastic infrastructure. We have an awesome team on site that is, enacting our strategy to get this place into production in the second half of 2023. So currently, we've locked in 90% of our pre-production capital costs by signing contracts, by having committed tenders. And what this is going to do, this is going to shield us in what is an inflationary environment and ensure that we're fully funded to production. So currently we have over $317 million of available liquidity, and that is more than enough to get us through to production in 2023. We're making fantastic progress from an underground perspective. We've already mined over 5 kilometres of underground development. We have 2 separate production centres, a northern centre and a southern centre, and from these we can target between 5 and 6 different mining areas when we get into full production, which allows us to hit our 1 million tonne per annum run rate. We have a fantastic mining partner there in Develop Global, led by Bill Beeman. Bill has put together a fantastic team of miners there, and coupled with the awesome team that we have at Bellevue, we're kicking massive goals when it comes to underground productivity. Develop started their contract at the end of May, and in their first proper calendar month on site, they broke a record for underground development at Bellevue. So it just goes to show that over time, we're going to continue down that path and rapidly develop this underground mine. So in order to appeal to modern investors, you have to hit not just your operational metrics and your financial metrics, but you also have to be a leader in environmental metrics. And as a company, Bellevue committed early to being the best in class from a green perspective, and we have a committed target of producing net zero gold from the Bellevue deposit. And what this means is that we're enacting a strategy that has really put into place from the get-go this plan to be a best-in-class gold producer. When we do get into production, we will be the lowest carbon emissions mine on a per ounce basis across the entire Australian landscape. Where Bellevue can position itself from a market perspective is to fill that gap from a production perspective that is just not there in the market. There are quite a few big producers, there's some small producers, but the mid-tier in the ASX space has really diminished over the past couple of years. And this is a gap that Bellevue can really fill. 200,000 ounce per annum, great financial metrics, great environmental metrics. It's going to really appeal to global investors. So I think investors are going to be really pleased to hear an update from us so they can understand that we're on track for production next year. We're signing all our contracts. We're ahead mining already. Our camp is approaching completion. We're about to start building a process plant, and all of these building blocks that get us to production are going to happen, and we're going to be able to meet these fantastic metrics that we have and then show the market the awesome project that Bellevue is. So Bellevue is still growing as a project, which is a fantastic place to be. We still have 2 drill rigs turning underground, and utilising those 2 drill rigs over the last 12 months, we grew our reserves by 30%, and we're going to continue to drill from underground all the way through to production at the end of next year and continue to define the ore body and grow the ore body. And what's also pleasing is that we've been able to build in contingency for growth as a part of our capital investment in building the project. So, for example, our process plant is going to be 1 million tonnes per annum, but we're upgrading the crushing circuit and we're building in contingency for that to grow if we can grow more from an underground mining perspective. This is a fantastic project by any metric. We've got scale, we've got grade, it's still growing. We've got a fantastic team in place. We're rapidly developing it towards production next year. We've got tier 1 partners in Develop and Grez helping us with the build. We've got best-in-class environmental metrics. And in the second half of next year, we'll have production and cash flow. And it's going to be a fantastic project for anyone to get involved with. When investors see our presentation next week at Diggers, they will realise that we're ticking every box and then some.